CEED has several programs to assist entrepreneurs, which include a women's certification program, business training, classes and events, as well as opportunities to gain capital through our microloan programs. The Small Business Detroit Microloan Program was created due to a partnership between CEED and the Detroit Mayor's Office. At this time, the director of our microloan program, Ms. Vanessa Rucker, will like to come to tell you more about our program. Ms. Rucker.
Thank you. I want to thank everyone again for coming out this morning. I know it may have been a little task getting here, but we're glad you're here today. The sun is out now, as you said. I want to talk to you about creative financing or alternative financing. Microloan and microenterprise. Let me give you a few facts about that. The microloans range from $5,000 to $50,000, and CEED has provided more than $5 million in microloans, resulting in 2,000 plus documented jobs created. A microenterprise is a small business with 5 or less employees. 87% of all businesses in Michigan are microenterprises. As you know, that's the future of the new jobs here in the United States, period. You know, GM, Chrysler, they are not hiring the way they used to. So we're looking at small companies to help create jobs in the community. And I don't know if everyone knows, but in the state of Michigan, the fastest growing business, small business owner is the minority female in the state of Michigan. They are growing faster than anything else in the United States, small businesses. Well, let me tell you about our microloan program. As she said, it was created with in partnership with the city of Detroit. And I want to let you know that we do have the microloan program in 9 different counties. And we have 2 of the micro lenders here. The lady at the front desk out there, registration is from Oakland County. And we have micro lenders from Macomb County, the county of Wayne, outside of the city of Detroit. As I said, Oakland County, Washington County, Lapeer. I cannot think of all the counties we're in, but I'm sure we may have one to fit everyone here. The microloans are available for startup and expansion of business. Microloans may be used for equipment, inventory, supplies, and some working capital. Now, we are different from a bank in that we will take collateral as a car, a house. Now, the car has to be in good shape. As I always tell people, this is not the new Cash for Clunkers program. Okay? So we're looking for your car to be passable if we can get some money off of it if we have to sell it. Okay? To apply, the applicants are required to attend a loan orientation. Now, the loan orientations are every Tuesday from 10 to 12. And they're held at 19800 Grand River. Now, we have all this information on the back table, so you don't have to write that down. Near Grand River and Evergreen, where we go over the process of the loan and give out the application at that time. Okay, to be eligible, you must meet the following requirements. The business must be in the city of Detroit, unless you are applying to one of the other counties. You must complete an application and submit supporting documentation. And the most important part of this documentation, the most important part of the documentation is a business plan. And we always tell people, we are not looking for you to go out and spend $2,500, $5,000 on a business plan. Please don't do that. We have information on our website where you can go and check out how we would be looking for a business plan. That's free of charge there, and then you can sit down and write your business plan. But the most important part of the business plan is the executive summary. We want to know a little bit about you, what type of business you have. We're also looking for your financials and the marketing. Bottom line is we want to know how you're going to pay that loan back. There's a non-refundable fee, which is $75. And we don't keep that money for ourselves, but we use it to send the packages out to our various partners. Now, we are not making the final decision for your loan by ourselves. We invite the business owners. We invite other people from nonprofit associations, and we invite bankers and things. We have a committee of about 5 to 6 people that sit on our committee, and they make the decision about your loan. Okay? You must demonstrate the inability to obtain financing from a traditional lending source. Did everybody catch that? Inability. How many of you can just go into a bank and get a loan? Okay, that's why we offer the alternative financing. You have to have 2 letters of denial if you're applying for more than $20,000. We're asking that you have 2 letters of denial from financial institutions under your business name. You have to be current on federal debt. Now, what is federal debt? That can be money you owe the IRS. That can be student loans. So we ask that you be current on it or set up a payment plan and have made at least 3 payments. As I said, we realize people have run into challenges with their credit, especially during these economic times. So we're willing to work with you to help get that straightened out. And we don't want you to stay with us. We're getting you prepared to go to a bank. Okay? As I said, the loans range from $5,000 to $50,000, and it must be a for-profit business. You have up to 5 years to pay the loan back. The fixed interest rate of Prime Plus, the interest rate is 4% over Prime, but not less than 8%. So the current interest rate on our loans is 8%. We will ask for personal guarantees and collateral. And I gave you a list of collateral things that we could use. Another thing, if you're purchasing a piece of machinery, a large piece of machinery, that can also be used as collateral. I said, one of the things that I always like to tell about CEED is that we don't just drop you after you get the loan. We offer technical assistance, and it's given by our prime manager, Tony Ferris, who is right here in the back here. He will meet with you to talk about your marketing, websites, QuickBook application. Those are the types of assistance that we offer. Credit scores. That's one of the main questions people ask us about. Do we use your credit score? No, that is not the primary. We don't use your credit score as a primary use for approving the loan. But we are looking at your credit for the last 2 years. Here again, I said we realize people have run into challenges with their credit. Some of the types of loans that we've made are auto repair. We've done cleaners, trucking company, several trucking companies, coffee shop, accounting firms, clothing stores. We've done 4 loans for MDOT contractors, which is the Michigan Department of Transportation. We've done carry-out restaurants. We've done a bakery. Those are just some of the loans that we've made. And I think that's all I have to tell you about the financing. Do you have any questions? Yes.
If you are applying for a loan and say you want to make your loan package a little stronger, would you recommend getting letters of intent from potential clients and how much their business will help?
A letter of intent is not really a promise. What we look for is if you have a contract. A contract would make the application stronger. And we may sometimes say to you, come back to you and say, you may need a cosigner or something. Okay. We'll do everything we can to help that loan work.
But contracts do make it stronger.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This form that you're talking from, I think the small business Detroit microloan form
Yes.
is specific to the Detroit area, but you mentioned that you have services in other counties. Is
Yes.
the program the same?
Yes, the program is the same.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
You mentioned that this is for organizations only. Do you have anything for nonprofits?
The only nonprofit we work with would be a daycare center.
Okay,
So we don't have anything else for the nonprofits, no.
thank you.
If you're looking for information, maybe go onto the nonprofit association on their website, and they may have something on there.
On CEED list?
No, not on our website, this nonprofit. So, mhm. Any other questions? Yes.
For the loan, it's always 5 years, you have it within 5 years to pay it back?
Well, it depends on the amount that you borrow. I should clarify that. If you borrow $5,000, no, we're not going to give you 5 years to pay it back. You know, it depends on the amount of payments, yes. Yes,
How much of a down payment do you need?
we're looking for anywhere from 5 to 10%, depending on the type of purchase that you're making. Yes.
I got that
Yes.
Are the loans also offered for purchase of property and then for the business?
No,
business
we do
properties?
not purchase property. We used to do that, but with the, you know, the property prices going up and down, right now, we are not doing that.
Good morning. I have 2 questions.
Yes.
I missed the information you shared earlier about the down payment, if you could go back.
We're looking, depending on the type of purchase that you're making, we're looking for 5 to 10%.
Okay.
Looking for you to put down 5 to 10% of the amount that you're borrowing.
And if you are in the process of starting up your business,
Yes.
at what point does the clock start ticking for the 5 years? Let's say I have 5 years. When does my clock start ticking if I haven't?
Okay, when you close the loan, your first payment is due 30 to 45 days after you close that loan.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, well, yes.
Would it be an overrun credit, or is it just a loan, or is it structured where you can just use it as you need it and only?
No, we don't have lines of credit. It's just a fixed loan, fixed rate loan. Yes.
Is it, you can't use it for things like employees?
Yes, now we will, that would be working capital, okay? So we would give you up to 2 months for paying for employees. So hopefully by that time, if you're hiring an employee, there's some income coming in, so you can continue to pay them. Yes.
Do you go on site where you want to have your building? Do you guys go out and look at the site and then say this is a good location, or do you guys say you need to relocate or look at a different area for your type of business?
Well, we will do a site visit, but as far as, you know, you purchasing the building, since we wouldn't be putting money on the building or anything like that, we may suggest that, but it will still be up to you. You know, we may suggest, okay, this is where we may ask some questions. Where are your customers coming from? Can your customers get to this location? You know, those type of things. All right, then, if we don't, yes.
Do you also have bids for services that CEED uses, or not really, no, you don't hire?
Well, if you have become one of our WBEs, that is certified, we would use your, we list you in one of our, we have an online network where you can put your name and everything, you're certified and everything, then we would look for certified people from that list.
And somewhere along the information, you'll talk about how it could be certified?
We can come back and talk about that.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And we do have information on certification back there. Yes.
Okay, if you don't have employees, but you use mostly subcontractors in your business, would that qualify as working capital?
Well, yeah, you would have to pay them, you know, so yeah, 2 months, we do the same thing on that. You have to give us a breakdown of what you're paying the employees and everything. So if you had one lump sum you had to pay them, we'd have to look at that.